My little brother's secret destroyed my childhood, and I've never told a soul until now. I was 12 years old. He was 7. Marcus found our dad's matches in the garage on a scorching August afternoon. I was reading comics in my room, lost in a world of superheroes and villains when I first smelled the smoke. It started as something faint, almost sweet, like someone burning leaves in their backyard. But within seconds, it became thick and acrid, clawing at the back of my throat. I ran outside, my heart already pounding before I even understood why. The entire hillside behind our house was burning. Orange flames licked up the dry grass like hungry tongues. The summer had been brutal that year, weeks without rain, and everything was tinder waiting for a spark. 10 acres gone in 20 minutes. Fire trucks came screaming up our street, their sirens wailing like banshees. Neighbors poured out of their houses, screaming, pointing, some grabbing garden hoses in a futile attempt to help. The sky turned black with smoke. Ash fell like snow. Everyone blamed me. The older kid, the troublemaker who'd been caught sneaking cigarettes behind the shed just 2 months earlier. I found Marcus hiding in our closet an hour later, wedged between winter coats and old board games. He was shaking so hard his teeth chattered. Tears streamed down his face, leaving clean tracks through the ash smudged on his cheeks. "Please don't tell," he whispered, his voice breaking. "Please, Dad's gonna kill me." Our father had just lost his job at the factory. His temper, always simmering, had become volcanic. He'd started drinking more, sleeping less, and his anger filled every room of our small house like poisonous gas. And Marcus, with his bright smile and perfect grades, was his favorite. His golden boy who could do no wrong. I made a choice that day that would haunt me for decades. Mom found the matchbox under Marcus's bed that night while cleaning up. I watched her face change as she picked it up, recognition dawning. I grabbed it from her hands before she could say anything. "It's mine," I said, my voice steady even though my insides were liquid. I took it. Dad's belt came off first, then his fists. I remember every detail with crystalline clarity. The whiskey on his breath, sharp and sour. The sound of leather cutting through air. The way the first blow knocked the wind from my lungs. The crack in my left arm during the third strike. The metallic taste of blood in my mouth. The way Mom turned away, her shoulders hunched, unable or unwilling to intervene. Marcus watched from the hallway, silent and pale as a ghost. At the hospital, I said I fell from our treehouse. The doctor, a tired woman with kind eyes, looked at me for a long moment. She didn't believe me. I could see it written across her face, but she wrote it down anyway, her pen scratching across the clipboard with resigned finality. Marcus never forgot what I did for him. 40 years later, he paid for both my kids' college tuition. When I tried to refuse, when I told him it was too much, he grabbed my shoulders and looked me straight in the eye. "You've carried this since we were 12, he said, his voice thick with emotion. "Let me carry some of the weight now. Dad died 10 years ago, never knowing the truth." I stood at his funeral and felt nothing but emptiness. Last week, Marcus sent me a photo. His grandson, barely 3 years old, holding a sparkler on the 4th of July. The little boy's face was lit up with pure joy, eyes wide with wonder at the golden sparks. The note attached said, "He reminds me of you, brave enough to hold fire." I cried when I read those words. Cried for the 12-year-old boy who took a beating to protect his little brother. Cried for all the years of carrying that secret like a stone in my chest. Every 4th of July, I still flinch at fireworks. My wife knows not to ask why. The sound of them exploding overhead takes me back to that August day, to the smell of smoke and the taste of fear. Some scars never heal completely, but some secrets are worth keeping, even when they cost us everything. If you've ever protected someone you love at your own expense, drop a comment below and hit subscribe for more real stories that matter.